If you're trying on dresses, maybe you could join us shortly. My name is Mary. Welcome to Sedona Fashion Lab pop-up number 2, actually. Let's hear a round of applause for all the team that put this together. Woo! Pop-up number 2. Now, how many of you are active creatives? You sew or you repurpose? Yeah. All right. Not yet. Yeah, clothing. You do, right? So, what are some, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so Sedona Fashion Lab. Oh, that's beautiful. We're getting lots of pictures. Thank you. Sedona Fashion Lab is a creative community event. And the whole purpose is for us to get together like we have today, get excited, get creative, and share ideas and help each other. So it's not to make profit, but the money that we do collect go towards being able to gather some sewing machines, the different bobbins and notions and dresses, and we're just keep putting it back into the event itself. Now, Zenka, we can give her a round of applause. Her brainchild in the very first place, and we have others that it was their brainchild, or you're an Adam.
Yeah.
Can you tell them how it came about?
So we had organized game-a-thon events for many, many years. Some of the biggest in the world, where the entire world would get together and say, 48 hours, we're gonna build video games or shoot movies. And so they would go and do that, and they would end up with a finished product, and they would have learned so much. So we wanted to do it for fashion. So this is the idea. October 11th, we're gonna come together, all of us, bring our sewing machines or bring whatever you have, and we're gonna be 48 hours sewing and creating and gluing and whatever. And then at 4 o'clock on Sunday, fashion show. Whatever we created, we're gonna do on the runway. So that's the idea, it's just being
And
really
you are the
creative,
runway
meeting lots of new
models.
people.
Ooh, you will be the runway models.
And if you
And
don't
even
already
you.
sew,
Oh, sweetheart.
that's okay. We're coming together, and I took some.
What?
Yeah.
So what?
Because there are a few of us that do so, but others, like Jesselyn, tell us how you repurpose the dress you have on.
Yeah.
And
Really
what else
I really love dancing, and this dress was too tight, too narrow, so I cut a bunch of strips. And now it's so fun to dance with because now I can spin it. And then the extra fabric that I ripped off or cut off from the bottom is up here, is my headband.
Jesselyn is always also extraordinary with like knot tying. So have you seen this where people rip up things and tie?
That is so
I've been
amazing.
experimenting. There are so many YouTube videos.
Who did this one?
This one I did.
Wow, I
So
love this, Mary. I love that
took some
color
material,
too.
And I've been experimenting with different knots, like how you make a daisy, a double knot, a single knot. And the outfit that I have on, this was a dress, and it was hot. It was one, it's one of those ones that you put on, you go, God, it's kind
Plastic.
of cute, but it's so hot.
Yeah.
Right? And it's supposed to be bamboo,
Oh.
but so you would think it would be breathable. So first of all, I cut holes in the back, just strips. Then I was watching
Sexy.
YouTube videos, so I was like, oh, that's a cool technique where you twist and pull it under, twist and pull it. So I did this, but I still think I probably want to do some more here because that's just a lot, stripes. But then it was still down to here, and it was still hot. So I thought, I'm going to make a top. So I cut it into a little triangle and made a top out of it. I might still do some other bling with it. But these jeans as well, they were long, so I cut them off. And of course, when you wash them, what happens?
They shred.
Yeah, they shred and they fray. So there's actually videos if you're into that. I know I have a little friend who is 10 years old, Ruby. She wanted me to buy her a pair of jeans. They were $35 and they were just shredded. I'm like, I can't buy you a raggy pair of jeans, but I will buy you a $10 pair of jeans, and I will do it myself. So they, you know, there are ways that you like do this with scissors, and then you actually take a pin and you go like this and pull the things down. So I just dressed them. And then my sweetheart, should I say fiance, he doesn't like high-waisted jeans.
Oh,
so I cut the
cute.
waist off.
Because he likes to slip his hand down there. Yeah.
I took the belt loops that were up here and put them down here.
Oh, cute.
And then experimented.
Oh,
Like, do
that's
I
so
want 'em-
cute.
And I'm not sure I like them with them sticking out like this, so I might change it. But that,
How fun. So she's walking her walk, talking her
I took
talk,
this in
ladies.
because
She
now
does
that the
it for
top was
fun.
off, it
So
was
you can
slipping
too.
down. But I think I'd like to put a button on here.
You can
or
put a
some-
lace ribbon around the edge and finish it.
And what else? What else could I do to these jeans?
I would definitely put ribbon on that.
You
I would
make
definitely put
shorts.
ribbon on that.
And they have bedazzle. I can put rhinestones on there. Did anybody as a teenager used to embroider?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I had hearts on my
I
bread.
still love that. Peace and love, and that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Daisies.
And I saw on one of these DIY things where somebody, have you ever been thrift store shopping, or maybe you own some, those lace doilies?
Yeah, they're epic.
And aren't they beautiful? And I think,
They don't make
I have to do a dog
what
stop.
do with this? Somebody took a blue jean jacket and they put it and they cut this doily and put half on this side, half on that side, and then something else in the section. So when that video comes up, I'm gonna flag everybody and show you what it was. But I was like, yes, what a beautiful way to repurpose a doily.
Or you could be at home watching the news.
Put a hole in your jeans.
Who watches the news? It's so depressing
That's
So
and toxic and negative. And this is so high vibe and fun and interactive and creative. This is beautiful. Freaking fun energy. Party.
When I'm shopping, I look at stuff like, we had a clothing swap for our first pop-up, and if we do it again, it was really fun. And Stephen brought some ball gowns, and the first thing I did was promptly cut off everything underneath, because don't you think that would
Yes.
be like a cute, either something like this,
Super
or
cute.
slits up the side, or a little cover up where you can go woo, you know, sort of like a cape. There's all kinds of things you can do. I was looking at the stuff that's here today. Who has some ideas for these babies? Oh, can you imagine what that?
I do it upside down. Upside down with the metal along the bottom.
I mean,
I like that. That's cute. It's nautical.
so many.
Ooh, yeah.
Down the middle, you know. So
That's
you can
cute.
do that. Or there's a cape. So there are so many things just with the grommet themselves, like a belt. If I took this off, you know, you can bring it around a bodice, right?
That's cute.
There are so many different
I like
things.
that.
Puff, you can put them around. So if you think just head down from the top, I often buy baseball caps and I cut them into visors because I have poofy hair and I like letting it stick out. This one had a skull and crossbones. I'm like, ugh. So I glue gunned lace over the top of it. And Carolyn at the Fashion Lab, the big 3-day event in October, is going to be helping people wing out hats. Is that right?
I will be making hats for people that want to have a hat to go with the outfits. So it's a collaboration.
So bring ideas. So
Like these
once
hats.
you see something, like I grab stuff, I like making little slits too. And so I'll look, if I'm at a thrift store, okay, this really doesn't fit me, but I love the material. I love the ruffle. You know you can make slits in this and make some really cool things. There's all kinds of stuff you can make with sleeves. And so I started to gather material. Like she's got some ideas, you could see it coming.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So this is a jacket that Merle found that I was like, oh, this would be such a cute little vest. And she's like, I just want the sleeves. So we're going to, today at this event, cut the sleeves off, create a crisscross for her so she can have the sleeves, and then I'm going to wear the vest.
Oh, how cute.
So I thought that was
Isn't that
pretty cool.
great? Here's another thing. When I talk about sleeves or the extra taffeta, you know, just the little scraps, I like to make these little glovelets. So
Madonna.
I often add a little lace.
Where did you make those from?
This was like from a bodice, and I think it was actually an extra like negligee famous. Somebody gave me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this, right? You know, or you get it for 50 cents somewhere. But I was like, ooh, that's cute. So I sewed lace on the top and bottom, took a section out of the middle, and then used little eyelets and put them in, laced them with ribbons. And I just kept thinking, oh, I brought a fur scarf. And who has ever used, what is this called, bias tape? Have you seen that? Use bias tape, and I put little eyelets in it, and I took a furry scarf and put it around. And these are such an extra bling. And I went to a festival one time, I made lots of these, and I ran around and I'd go, oh, look at the outfit you're wearing. You have a red necklace. So I'd pull out red ones
Oh, how
and gift them. And go, you're
fun.
orange or purple. And so I would gift them, you know, like a little fairy and give these around. And I made some pink ones. And then I thought, when I shop, these are such fun scarves. What can you do with these?
Dress.
Did you know that? You're so young to make a dress.
Yeah.
Is that amazing?
Or under hood.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, watch.
I need some music, please.
There are so
And she's so cute, little tiny.
And it stretches.
This is a scarf.
So
You can put
Oh, I love that. Oh, you look beautiful. You look adorable.
I cut
Love
off
it.
strips and make bling around my
And then
glove.
she's gonna do a dress.
And look how long this thing can get.
How fun.
Look at that little halter dress.
It's a little halter dress, and then you just sew a little ribbon here and here.
You can make a furry hat. You can do a scarf. You can do.
It does look cute. It does look cute. If you did one of these colors with one of these dresses underneath, a solid,
Right.
and then have that coming through, that'd be cute.
Fun. Yeah, these are wild.
Hey, give her a hand. Give her a hand for that. I saw her shopping at the Goodwill the other day. We did our senior discount on
Tuesday.
And I thought,
Love the Sedona Goodwill.
there are so many different things, blingable stuff that you look at her dress right there. What does she have on the front of her dress?
Right? So beautiful.
I mean, 10 people. could
You almost
use
don't want
this.
to touch it. It's so
I
pretty.
think I'm going to donate it to the cause if anybody wants to use some of this bling. But what happens when you get a project? So what this gal is really into making scarves right here. She takes bandanas or different things and she makes all these cute looking scarves. Once you get the sort of creativity butterfly in your bonnet, now your mind
Look at
just
her
starts
overalls,
to open and you
applique,
go, those
stitching.
buttons, those grommets,
Super cute.
oh that lace, oh this, what can I do with that? And then if you start watching YouTube videos, you get more and more and more ideas.
I'd have to have the
So the
feathers.
idea of tonight is to talk to people, to gather ideas. If you want to try your hand at sewing, we do have
So this
some
is
sewing
ongoing. You
machines
can
that
take a
are
look
set
and
up.
see, oh, I like that.
There's,
Oh, I could do
some
that.
wobbling back
Oh,
in
wow,
here,
we could do
so
this
it
with
knows
that.
very well is
Look at the
bread.
color combinations.
And glue guns. So tonight, whether you walk out, if you're actually having created something, and tap into Jesselyn or me or anybody else, or even the whole group, if you have a dress and go, what can I do with this? I picked out this one, and I said, wow, Steven, check that out. I think I might make fairy wings out of this part, right? Because, and I see those, I go to lots of festivals, so we can do some fairy wings. With this, you can do all kinds of stuff. How many people has ever, blinged out an outfit by making a bandeau and you tie it?
Just like
Right? She's almost wearing one, Yeah, right? You can tie it around your head like a scarf. And a lot of people do scarfy things where, especially with all the bling, you can add some fringe on a scarf. You can wrap that really cool scarf around your hat and wear it like this one. Feathers and everything. I'll take that off. It's a little better. So this one was gifted by a friend, but then things started popping off, right? And so my feathers, I've been replaced 4 times, and I usually find a feather on vacation. Like for my birthday, I was in Malibu Beach, and I found a feather on the beach. And I was like, that's going in my hat. I have bags of
do
these
this with
little,
all my hats. I love
with
that.
the gears, the little gears. And look at the flowers. He's got lots of flowers up here. So if we, if we pass that around, a ribbon, a strip of leather.
It'd be interesting to do one with little clocks because there's all these, from watches because there's all these things that.
And think about, even in your own stuff, I look at my jewelry box and I go, here's a spare earring. I only have one, but I make it a centerpiece or I make it into a necklace or something like that. So that's what tonight is about gathering ideas. And believe me, once you start picking something out, your mind will begin to work on something. And work on it until the fashion lab starts to show up, and you can't wait to get there and say, hey, I have an idea. I'm not sure how it can come together. I have a hot glue gun. I don't really sew, but could you put a seam down here or show me how I might do this and bring it all together? So how many people are actually thinking tonight, I actually want to sew something? Like, I want to rip something up and repurpose something. All right, we are going to set up sewing machines to be able to do that. But before we transition off to that, I do want to introduce Stephen and have him tell us what this studio is normally used for. And I think he has like 10 times the amount of dresses that are put back in there kindly. But tell him how you transformed this place and what it's all about.
Hello everybody, welcome to Metamorphosis Photographic Studio, a goddess playground. And on screen over here, if you haven't noticed, is some of the creations that I create here for all the beautiful goddesses in town. And my background, I was a fashion photographer in London for 30 years and sort of found myself in Sedona. And so what are you going to do in Sedona? Well, let's have some fun. Let's create a beautiful space for all the ladies to come and play. And I do everything from bachelorette parties, the bubbles and ball gowns, this room in here, where we have groups of 12, 15, I think we've had in here with music and champagne for the bachelorette parties. I do birthday parties for just friends to come in and dress up. I do Awaken the Goddess experiences, which are a full-on immersion into, I've also been an empowerment coach for 15 years.
What kind of coach?
Empowerment coach. Online, work with thousands of women, helping them find their inner beauty. I've also been an artist, I've been a music producer, I've been a professional DJ, just an all-round creative within my life. And this is the combination of all those experiences. And
The Holy Spirit does it
sort of,
too.
it seems to be here
Everything
in
together.
service to the goddess and all the beautiful ladies. There's no men's clothes in here at all. And it's a safe space for people, for the ladies to come and have fun. And there's lots of offerings. And what I've started doing from today is I do like sort of full websites for people, you know, there's portraits, walk-in portraits, whatever. But there's lots of people who want to get into the more artistic aspect of it. And you can either book an individual shoot, which is quite expensive because of the work that goes into it, or you can bring your girlfriends and share the expense. And if you haven't got girlfriends that want to share the expense, what I've started this month, one day a month, I'm going to do Awaken the Goddess experience for random people. Up to 6 people can come in, and that's going to happen every month. So if I know there's a lot of people keen to have the experience that can't get the girlfriends together, you can just come and see who turns up on the day and have lots of fun, and it works out very, very cost effective. So anyhow, welcome to my space. Let's make a mess. There's still lots of garments on the rack over here. After Mary's speech, you may feel a little bit more inspired. For $5, look at that piece that I can see. Look at that. I mean, you can
The pink
make so
one?
many things out.
Oh, the pink one I'm
At
looking at.
$5, it's like crazy.
Crazy.
So it's nice that Mary is like hopefully inspired some of you to cut these things up. That's what they're there for. Is to, you know, whatever tiny little piece. That when you have in your hand is, I can
That
see
pink one
amazing
with the rhinestone
possibilities
neck,
with
that would be in my
So
hands
it's like,
immediately.
again, look at the rack. You're not looking at a dress. You're looking at how can I customize it? How can I take pieces of this, even if it's just fabric or material, to use that creatively to make something that is otherworldly, and hopefully share that at the Fashion Lab event coming up in October. So have fun, enjoy yourself.
One more speaker. Thank you, Stephen. And we have another pop-up that's coming up next week that is going to be hosted by Julia. Do you want to talk about it?
Yes. So we all have great idea. We got inspired today. Beautiful dresses, wonderful people.
Yes, yeah, you have to practically kiss it.
Yes. Great ideas. If some of you don't know how to sew, we are here to help. So come out to my place on 20th of September. We're gonna introduce Sewing 101. So your dreams can come true.
So she has some flyers that she'll pass out because we thought to stir interest, we will have these little pop-ups once a week so that we can go, oh, I'm gathering goods, and then your mind starts thinking, starts going through your wardrobe, starts looking at your kids' clothes and the hand-me-downs and going, oh, I can use a lace
Dude,
off of that, the fur off
I'm
of
like,
that.
why does
And
this
then
not
you
fit me?
How can you rip those slits? If
Take a
anybody
look
wants
at
to know,
this.
Justin and I are available.
What size is this?
Dress mannequins make really good things. So we have some extra
How was that?
material, and we can just sew it up so that you can even practice with some knots tonight or whatever it is you want. So we're trying to do a progression. We'll get ideas. Your mind starts going. We'll come here to her house, beautiful house, I hear, and actually be able to practice on sewing machines or pick up sewing techniques. So we will keep gathering as a community to have fun, to get to know each other, and to spark our creativity and reduce the carbon footprint, because we're making beautiful creations of our own instead of going out and, you know, buying things. So.
And let's just mention, if you have your own sewing machine, you're welcome to bring.
Yes, if you have your own sewing machine, you're welcome to bring it. All right, we're gonna cut you loose and come up to
You
one of
loose?
us if you wanna
Pun
learn
intended.
something, if you want some ideas for repurposing.
You're gonna show us something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's registered for the Fashion Lab event in October? Viola, Carolyn, who's registered? You're registered? Cool.
I'm
Cool.
registered.
So if anyone has any questions about that or need help registering, it's $44. The next two pop-ups are free, so the Sewing 101, we're gonna do another one. And then on the 11th of October, it's 48 hours at the ULM with just us and sewing machines, and we're gonna bring a bunch more stuff for you guys that'll be able to be used. So if you have questions,
What day is that one?
11th of October.
But when we're making things, we're making it, doesn't have to be for us. It's,
And then we're gonna do a fashion
No.
show on the 13th. Right,
Oh, and
exactly.
that's true. She has a really good point. It doesn't have to be for us when we're making.
I'm looking at this dress like, wow.
I'm just soliciting people. and
I looked at
saying,
this when I first came in. Why is nobody looking at my dresses? That's incredible.
So I'm just doing 2 hours
Whoops.
spots, and we can just line up and say,